Hello AP students, this is Mr. Becker and I am here to discuss the structures of the complete spinal cord, spinal nerves, and the sympathetic nervous system. We only have one model for this, so when you come into class you will have to share this particular model. Up here you can see the pons of our central nervous system, and then slightly off the screen is the underside of our cerebrum. You can see our spinal cord in its entirety passing down through the body. Down at the end of the spinal cord, we have a special structure known as the conus medullaris. All right, this is the end of the spinal cord proper, and then you can see coming off of the conus medullaris are spinal nerves. The lower lumbar and sacral and coccygeal spinal nerves all are going to pass down to the locations where they will pass out of their intervertebral foramina, and together they form a structure called the cauda equina, the horse's tail. And when you look at it, it looks a lot like little hairs coming off of the conus medullaris. Running through the center of all of the cauda equina is a single filament known as the filum terminale. So you can see it coming off of the conus medullaris here, and then passing down this way to its insertion on the coccyx, all the way at the end, way over here. Some of the nerves that we're interested in you knowing for this particular practical are the intercostal nerves. So we can see the dorsal and ventral roots coming into the spinal cord. We can see the dorsal root ganglia kind of shown in yellowish here, and then the ventral roots passing over them here. We form four branches coming off of the sensu stricto spinal nerve, and those are known as the rami. We have four rami that we can find, and there are three on this particular model. The anterior rami of your thoracic spinal nerves form the intercostal nerves. So this is the anterior ramus of your thoracic spinal nerves, and that forms one of our intercostal nerves. The other two branches that we can see here are collectively known as the rami communicantes. We can see them right here. One ramus, two ramus. The rami communicantes are going to join our sympathetic chain. All right, so these structures here are the sympathetic chain. The pinkish structures are the sympathetic ganglia or paravertebral ganglia that make up the sympathetic trunk or the sympathetic chain. And they are joined to the rest of the nervous system via the rami communicantes, which will then send fibers into the spinal cord. So these are the structures of the spinal cord and the sympathetic nervous system.